Hey guys, Momma Schmooze Reviews here, and I wanted to show you and share with you how our curriculum is going for our first week, give you a little update and show you some projects that we did and a few little work things that we did. So I thought it would be a little fun video to do for you guys that are looking into Little Hearts for His Glory. Again, it's an early homeschool program for ages 5 to 7. My daughter is 3.5 years old. She'll be 4 soon, and she loves school, and I felt like the curriculum prior to this one is a little too easy for her, so I used this and I loosened it up a little bit, and she's only doing it 3 days out of the week, so we can go to the library, do play dates, have fun, still play. This does not take too long. And let me start you off with what I usually do for my schedule. This is found on the Facebook page that I told you about in my previous video, which I will link up, there you go, up below. And it's so neat because I put the unit right there, the date that you started, day 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm going to show you guys what we did on day 2. First, we started off with our Bible, and it's our little Bible study. I do not use their curriculum that they suggest. Let me show you right here. They want you to read the Bible and do the memory verse, and they use like a beanbag or a ball, and you have them throw in a hoop, so I thought that was fun. The key idea is Yeshua, Jesus, loves us and wants us to know him better. His words are written down for us in the Bible. And let me see. There's a corresponding music here, and I'll show you briefly like what it sounds like. But what I did is I went on to this Bible right here. The Beginner's Bible is what I use for right now. I have tons of kids' Bibles that I've gotten at thrift stores or people have bought for me or purchased for me. And I thought this one, oops, wrong. I thought this one was the best. And I have a devotional that we use, so I do read that like after breakfast. But this is the one, it talks about Matthew 19, which is the memory verse, Matthew 19:14. It's talking about that Jesus wants the children to come because Jesus' friends told him to go away. But Jesus said, no, do not stop the children, let them come to me. So they came. And it explained about him never being too busy to bless them because he loves the children, and Yeshua, Jesus, thinks he's important. So I thought this was great. I just read the scripture that they will be memorizing, which is right here, Matthew 19:14. So basically, I went ahead and had my daughter, she crossed off the Bible study, and then we did a little beanbag toss. You always have to have beanbags or balls or socks or anything, and we tossed them around. We had a lot of fun like doing the verse because it was the second day, so we kind of had the verse in our system. And then I will go along and show you what the music sounds like. I actually purchased it on Amazon Music, and then I found it on YouTube. I'm glad I purchased it though, because I know the money goes towards the artist, which I kind of like doing. So this is what is on YouTube though. It kind of has like a video of it. Sorry, it's not like a great quality, but Steve Green is an old school like music artist back in the 80s or 90s. I wasn't Christian then.
Bible is a big book with lots of big words in it. But did you know the Bible's not just for adults? That's right. It's for kids.
So they show the actual verse.
Children, come to me, and do not forbid them, for of such is the kingdom of heaven.
So I thought this was cute.
Let the little children come. Let the little
So that's good old 1990s for you, and I thought that was fun. We have the song, so we like danced around our living room. We watched the video today actually, and I found it on YouTube. I was like, oh my gosh, it's free, but I bought it. So after the music, we go along to reading about history, and reading about history is right here, and we're reading about history is made up of true stories about many important people and events. Jesus, Yeshua, is the most important person in history. So they want you to read pages 4 to 5 in this History for Pilgrims book. Now, for my daughter, this is pretty good to read for her. She does have a shorter attention span than a kindergartner or first grader, so I try to make it fun and they're talking about what's important, the greatest story of all. They talk about Yeshua, and then they talk about the end of history, and then that's where you end it right here. They're talking about history is the future, and they're explaining about basically the greatest and important story is Yeshua. He's the center of our history. So that's all you read is this page and then these 2 paragraphs right here, and that was it. And then what we did was we went ahead and read that. So she went ahead and got to cross this off, which I love this list. It's so simple, but it keeps her involved, and then she gets to cross it off or put stickers, and it makes it really fun. So she checked off reading about history. She really liked that. And then as I go back, hopefully I don't get you guys dizzy. As I go back here, so we finished that. We finished the Bible study, and we did the music. And oops, I forgot the rhymes in motion. We did that as well. We do it every day, and they love it. So I will show you. I think I showed you guys yeah. This was so cool. We did Skip to My Lou, sung to Skip to My Lou, but we like leaped to North America like a deer, and then we swung like a monkey to South America. We clip-clopped like a pony to Europe and stomped like an elephant to Africa. We walked to Asia like a panda. We were crawling all over the floor. We hip and hop to Australia like a kangaroo, and we waddle like a penguin to Antarctica. Now, by the time we're done with this, because I'm going a little crazy and having fun with my kids, like, you're sweating, because it's a lot of fun. So the kids get really, really into it. I thought my 2-year-old, my 3.5-year-old loved it. So for day 2, I just got done showing you what we do for rhymes in motion. Like I said, my kids love it. So let's go ahead we usually go to the rotating box, and this time they did art for the day. Instead of drama, play, science, thinking, or art, they give you 4 rotating subjects each week, or each day. They do a different thing. So this time we did art. And let me show you. This checklist is awesome. This checklist was made on Little Hearts for His Glory group, and it's a private group. So if you do decide to go with this curriculum, they have a file with a bunch of stuff to download. So I never use my weekly planner anymore. All I do is this, and then I might add to it maybe, and then I write notes here of what we did. So it is like perfect for me. I don't have to do a schedule or daily planner for their school. I mean, maybe for personal, but not for their school. So this works out great. And it's very cool because my daughter, like I said, likes to be involved in checking things off. And then she has little reward stickers I have on this clipboard. And we just have like a couple of things that we do like every day. I'll just clip on this clipboard, and it's so minimal and it's perfect for me. This is the thing that works for me. You put the unit and the days, and you just put the dates here, you check it off. And then I have a little hole puncher, and I put it into my planner, which I will show you in a second. So let me just finish right here. The artistic expression box shows exactly what you need to do for younger kids and older kids. They want you to do a collage. They ask you to do certain colors, and then they want you to draw the outline of a cross in red or yellow paper and have them glue it into the middle of the collage, because they want you to know that Jesus is at the center of history, and he was at the beginning with God, and he will return at the end. So we're Messianic Jews over here. So let me show you what we did. Let me focus. Yeah, I have like this little like area in my dining room where we hang up all of our work, so when Daddy comes home we can see it, and they feel proud of their artwork, so it's fun. So we did a little collage, and I did a Star of David with Yeshua, and I put a little heart, so he's the center of our history. And my son and my daughter did it. We did it on the floor, and we just glued a bunch of pieces of paper. We ripped them all up, and we had fun doing it. So this was like a neat little thing. So let me go down so I don't get you guys dizzy. This is where I for right now, have put my books for the curriculum, and I just have a few other books that we use along with it, with my Beginner's Bible and Blessings Everyday Devotional. I had this in my first video for you guys, and these are the devotions that I read for every morning after breakfast. And I love it because it's good for like 2 to 4 year olds. It's very young. It's for very young kids, and I enjoy it better than the devotion that they recommended, because my kids are really young. See, it says 365 simple devotions for the young. So anyways, that is it. So that was the art. So we finished this whole page. So it literally takes about 10 minutes here, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, a couple minutes, and then this took about 10 to 15 minutes. So it wasn't that long at all. Then they go to the story time, which I'm still waiting for my books from Amazon. This is the picture of the Thornton Burgess books, and I'm waiting for 8 of them. It's like $8, so $1 a book. Usually they're like $3 a piece, so I just figured I might as well just wait. They're on back order, and I'm reading a bunch of other books that go along with this unit with my daughter. So then I choose from Phonics, Fine Motor Skills, or Math. I rotate this out because my daughter's young, so we usually end up doing both, or sometimes I'll just do this one. And then the Phonics I'm kind of waiting on. I'm doing the Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons, and I just did the first few lessons, and she's kind of not into it so much, so I'm going to go a little bit slower on it. So we're doing the Fine Motor Skills. This one, they do a reason for handwriting, so it's basically practicing formation of large and small letters. So I'll show you guys what we did. Actually, let me go into what I did the first day. This is a book that I'm recommending. It's called Learning About Animals by Evan Moore, and it's for pre-K to first grade. And this is a book that I am using for her. It's basically just like what they want you to use for fine motor skills. And it adds a little more science to the curriculum because there's not tons and tons of science. But you would like cut these out and you would put them in the places where they live, and you would paste them and you would color. So it's just like the fine motor skills that they are asking for you to do. And for the first day, we did the book of animals, and she colored every single one of them the way they wanted her to color them. They colored red, they colored purple. So we did a little book. They said basically just color the animals the color that they're supposed to be, and then they said make a little mini book out of them and put them in a little construction paper book. So she loved that. So that was one of her fine motor skills. And put that over here. So yeah, I recommend this book, this Evan Moore book. I got it at like a thrift store, and it's really neat because they have like a lot of cutting and a lot of pasting, and then they have like an explanation at the beginning with activities that you could do, and I love this book. So this is the book that I'll be using for fine motor skills for like cutting and pasting. But actually, let me show you what they wanted. I'll show you the stuff that we use for her handwriting. We got this at the Dollar Tree. I use this sometimes, and then she'll trace these, or she'll do it on herself, or I'll write something for her to trace. I also use this for her handwriting, so I'm not using the curriculum stuff until maybe next year, because I'm actually pretty good with all the stuff that we have. We have a lot of fine motor skills and handwriting books, especially for her age. This is from Play-Doh to Play. It's a website that I just found the other night. I'm realizing, and this is a photo album. It's like a 5x7 photo album, or 4x6. And I'm realizing that my daughter is having a hard time to where she's starting her formations. She's only 3.5. Obviously, she's not going to be perfect, but she loves tracing things. So I wanted to show her where to start. So these are great. You could use cars on them, and you could use Play-Doh on them. You could use dry erase markers, which she likes to do, or you can use your finger and go along like this. But I like how they show you where to start, because I always feel like she does not look at the arrows. So I'm telling her this is the go, and follow the arrow. And another place I saw like a green light and a red light for you to go and to stop. But it's a really cool idea. She did this the other day, and she loved it. It's called ABC Road Trip Play-Doh to Play. So I'm going to show you. This is something my sister got me at Target, and they're double-sided. You put it in a magnet box, and there's a bunch of magnets. So they have the letter magnets, and then they have the duck, the dragon, the dog, and they have to find it, and then they match up the letter to the actual word. So this was a really cool find that my sister got me. So they have the letter magnets, and then they have the duck, the dragon, the dog, and they have to find it, and then they match up the letter to the actual word. So this was a really cool find that my sister got me, and literally it's all magnets, and it goes on a magnet board, and she has a lot of fun playing it. And again, the Dollar Tree, the Reading Readiness. I love these books. These are great. And then I have a bunch of the Dollar Tree books. Then I found this at Target, and what I do is I like write a word up here for her. It's usually for your name, but I write a word like cat or dog, and then she will find the letters, and then she'll put them in the 4 columns accordingly. And she really likes to do that. She likes to like write people's names in our family, and she has a lot of fun with that. Now, as far as math goes, we do a lot of math, and we don't need the Singapore math as of yet because it's too advanced for her, I think. So I'm doing patterns. I got this off from the idea off of, from Work from a Shelf, or shelfwork.com with JDA. And what I did is I just made my own because my printer's out of color ink. So I just outlined these popsicle sticks, the colored ones, and then my kids match them to, I make shapes and letters. This is just a pattern, but they just match them. So it's good for hand and eye coordination, color matching, and patterns. You could do a lot of geometric patterns. A numbers book from Sesame Street, so she does this. Bean bags, which are awesome to do with numbers or counting, or I like made duct tape and I put little shapes all over the floor, and they throw the bean bags into the shapes to recognize the shapes. It's really cool. Then I do the wipe away Alex little hands. She has to count them, and then she writes the numbers. And math one. The math concepts from Target. This is one of my favorite books. And what I do with this is I take one of these out, since I really love them so much, and I will put them in the back of this. This is my favorite sleeve. So I literally get the books out of here, the sheets out of here, and I put them in here, and she could reuse them over and over again because I love the artwork. It's so colorful. She loves it. So that's one of the main things that I do. Math readiness, I love this one too. So I take the sheets out and I just put them in that reusable sleeve. Numbers 1 through 12 from the Dollar Tree. And then I like this one for her to use her brain, and it's just really good for thinking, and it's hidden pictures all over the place, and she has to find things that are hidden in the hidden picture highlights that someone gave me. So I love that. So those are thinking skill games. So that's basically it, you guys. I have like a lot more things that I've done, but I wanted to give you the gist of what we do for the day. Thank you for watching Momma Schmooze Reviews. If you like videos like these, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching.